question for you. I'm going to have all of our kids stay where you are for tonight because this is really a service for our kids and youth, so I think you can just sit with your families. But I do have a question, and if you have an answer, maybe you can raise your hand and I'll call on you. So when it's dark, what are some things you can use to light up the room that you're in? Henry. Your phone? Yes, yes. Thank you, technology. Good one, Henry. All right. All right, what's another thing we can use? A flashlight. Oh, we got a phone right here. We got a flashlight. What else? A candle. Any other ones? Right in the red shirt right back here. A lantern. Very good. One more. The stars. Those are such great answers. Thank you so much. All right, one more. Kai. A what? A glow stick. I love glow sticks. Yes, that's right. Okay, very good. Thank you so much for your answers. So I want to tell you a story, but before I do, I asked my friend Quinn to turn off just some of our lights, not all of them, just some of our lights. So Quinn, if you could, there we go, perfect. Turn off some of our lights. I want to tell you a story about when the power went off at my house one time. So we had just moved into a new house, and there were boxes everywhere, and a big storm came through, and lightning crashed, and our power went out. And the house was completely dark. And we were kind of confused because we hadn't unpacked the boxes, so we didn't know where our lantern was. And we didn't know where our flashlights were, but we did use our phones, and our phones, have a flashlight. Everybody see that? It's a pretty bright one. And we used our flashlight to open some boxes and find some lights. And so we were able to find candles and lanterns and more flashlights and light up our house so we could see where we were going. Now, if you're a kid here tonight, I'd like to invite you to come forward, and I have a flashlight for you, but you can't turn it on until I tell you. So you just have to grab it and then walk back to your chair and just hold it in your chair until I tell you to turn it on. Okay, so come on forward, and I'm going to hand you a flashlight. Okay, it's going to take just a minute, and once you get it, you can go back to your seat. Oops. Do this one too. Okay, can you help me, bud? Go. Want to grab that one? There you go. All right, everybody gets a flashlight. There we go. There you go. Good. Everybody gets a flashlight. And then once you have a flashlight, you can go back to your chair. And we got one more here. All right. Oh, there you go. Okay. Does every kid have a flashlight? Great. Okay, don't turn them on yet. Just hold on. Don't turn them on yet. Okay, so I want you to think about a time, all of our kids and grown-ups and youth, think about a time in your life when you were in the dark. Maybe it was in your room at bedtime. Maybe you were out taking a walk at night after dark. Maybe the power went out in your house and turned all the lights off. And I want you to think about how that felt when you were in the dark. And raise your hand if you kind of liked it. Do you kind of like to be in the dark sometimes? We got some hands up. Good. Okay, raise your hand if it was a little bit scary when we were in the dark. A little bit scary. We got some more hands. That's right. So sometimes we like the dark, and sometimes we don't like the dark. Sometimes the dark can seem scary, but when it gets dark, you can sometimes feel a little bit alone. And something like a candle or a flashlight can make a really big difference when it's dark in your room or on a path when you're walking. And tonight we're celebrating the birth of Jesus, who brought so much light into our world. That's why we're all here tonight. And it's not the kind of light that a flashlight shines, or a candle shines, or the sun shines even. It's the kind of light that's in here. Everybody touch right here. It's the kind of light that's in here. And at Christmas, we celebrate that light that Jesus brought into the world when he was born. And there are lots of things that we can do to share that light with other people, because we have that light inside of us, don't we? We have light that we can share with other people. So here's what I want us to do. I want us all to take our flashlights and shine them at the ceiling, but not in people's faces because they are very bright. Shine them up at the ceiling. Everybody turn your lights up and shine them at the ceiling. Do you see what a big difference that makes in our room? Well, here, trade me. Here, trade me. Here we go. Here, take that one. Yeah, you gotta have a working flashlight. There we go. Do you see what a difference that light makes in this room? It makes a really big difference. So here's my Christmas challenge to you, and you can keep shining those lights at the ceiling. Here is my Christmas challenge to you, whether you're a kid or a teenager or an adult. I want you to think about this and talk about it at home. How did Jesus bring light into our world? And what are ways that we can share our light with other people, just like Jesus did, okay? I want you to think about that. Now I want you to all turn your flashlights off, and you get to keep these, and these are gonna go home with you to remind you of the light we have that we can share with other people.